I've been thinking about Ostomer and your investigations with Laramil and Tribune Alea. The recollection was involved each time. We need to determine what they're planning next. Maybe the Wildburn seed we found in Ostomer can help us do that. I'm not a green speaker or a spinner, but I know a corrupted seed when I see one. If we can trace it to its source, I think we can find the recollection. Luckily, there are experts on this sort of thing close by, in the wood elf town of Vashabar. Bosmer who honor the green wouldn't have anything to do with a Wildburn seed. But I want to show the seed we recovered to a green speaker. If they can tell us more about it, it might lead us right to the recollection. Help me, and I'll pay your way. Just to be safe, you should carry the Wildburn seed. Greenspeaker Derelith in Vashabar should be able to tell us something about it. Just follow the Gold Road into Dawnwood and turn north. Tribune Alea and I will meet you there. I know, it's too much. During my adventuring days, I helped a wealthy Colovian family. They rewarded me with the deed to a grand old empty townhouse. I had enough gold to make this place livable, and it seemed a waste not to use it. I've lived all over Tamriel, and Skingrad is a nice enough city. Always something happening here, and we get news from across the continent. It wasn't until recently that the people of Westweald started looking askance at wood elves. Since the appearance of the new forest, what the Bosmer of Vashabar called Dawnwood, the rest of Westweald has grown nervous and suspicious of all wood elves. I've lived here for years, but suddenly I'm an outsider. Things could get ugly. Yes, I'm confused by that as well. Green speakers are mages who work within the Green Pact to shape the forest to meet their needs. Every wood elf village has a green speaker to grow new pod homes or shape useful tools. It's an art my people cherish. You saw what I saw at Ostomer. My old friend Soraline has lost her way. If she had a hand in the use of Wildburn seeds, then she's turned her back on the Green Pact. I'm not sure she can do that and still call herself a green speaker.
The new forest worries me. Nothing natural ever grew that.
think you'll make with that?
We're done here. Agreed, you arse.
Here for his bones. Fine. Real rotten ruin of all the days. I'm sorry you had to see that, traveler. Our family drama is a poor welcome to Vashabar. Those two old timber pigs were our fathers. My beloved Clendigal and I simply can't get them to see reason. We want to be married, and our fathers, trees take them, won't hear of it. You just saw the backside of an argument we've had many times. This was the last. Clen and I are going to leave. Start a new life. Can I ask a favor? I have coin. They don't see eye to eye on anything. It's like they want to grind each other into bone meal. Long story. If you're inclined, find my Agawen Cyril and tell her we're leaving. We need supplies and she might be willing to help us. Cyril's my aunt. She owns the beer garden at the center of town. You can't miss her. Ifray the singer himself must have sent you. Thank you, traveler. What a brilliant idea! Sorry. Perhaps where you're from that's an option, but not for us. Without the blessing of our fathers, not a soul in Vashabar would accept our union. That's just how we are. We've plenty of family friends, but no one like that. Oakenbow. Clen and I both lost our mothers when we were young. It's one of the things that drew us together. We need our fathers to consent. Or we need to leave. I'm slightly exaggerating. But while the language of my people is expressive and beautiful, we have no word for fundamentally disagree with to the point of violence. My father's a Green speaker and devout follower of the Green Pact. Clendigal's father is an important envoy for King Nantharian's Dawnway. If they weren't so worried about appearances, they'd have punched each other in the bits by now. Magic weavers that speak to the green. We shape the living wood that make up our homes. It's an ancient art form, and I'm proud to carry on the tradition. Vashabar would never have grown without my father and his magic. Obstinate old Ash. First I stole your dagger, then you stole it back. You stole it back.
What brings you to Vashabar? A bargain, I'll bet. Well, you have come to the right place. If this old wood elf doesn't have it, you probably don't need it.
It comes around and goes around between the two of us. Between the two of us. That's the rite of fate. A Bosma's sacred dance. A back and forth of sneak and swine. Quite the romance. Quite the romance. First you steal from me, and then I steal from you. We steal from each other. Then we steal from them, a heaping boon is due.
I can tell by the glint in your eye that you're looking for a bargain, or three. Take a peek at my wares and see if there is anything that piques your interest.
Quite the romance.
Rules, rules, rules! I just want to live my life as fully as possible, but rules keep getting in the way. Please be gentle here in the Wilder Hold, traveller. Some of these documents are hundreds and hundreds of years old.
One thing a wood elf would never pass up: a fresh pint of Jaga poured straight in their cup. Sweeter than blood froth and smoother than honey. A full mug of Jaga makes everything sunny. And what makes the scent of pig and keep the cats away from the pan. Wait till the curds form and share with the clan. Wood elves and Jaga go well from the start. The creamy sweet brew is good for the heart. You know what whiskey does not compare to the ripe taste of Jaga, or so we declare. Forget about wine and beer from hops. The green pact gives plenty of drops of ale made from mold and Arenthian brandy. Compared to them all, Jaga's just dandy. One thing a wood elf would never pass up: a fresh pint of Jaga poured straight in their cup. Sweeter than blood froth and smoother than honey. A full mug of Jaga. A full mug of Jaga. A full mug of Jaga makes everything sunny. Wood elves think they're tough, but this one can outdrink them all.
My work is good. I swear it. I've become much better at remembering things like taking measurements and sewing up the seams of trousers. By the green, I'm something of an artist at this point.
That should come in handy.
What exactly are you implying, Calovian?
I'm not implying. I'm saying it outright. This land wasn't yours to grow a forest over.
That's enough, Tribune.
Fine. You and the mercenary handle it.
Apologies, Greenspeaker. What can you tell us about the seed my friend is carrying?
A Colovian soldier can't just stroll into our town and throw around accusations. If not for Baragon, he may not be part of our settlement, but his good works are known to us. Well, what is it? What did you bring to show me? Does he? Well, let me take a look. This appears to be a green spring seed, but it's unlike any that I've ever worked with before. It's infused with strange energy. Green spring seeds are what green singers use to grow new sections of forest and shape them into enclosures and settlements. We use some to create Vashabar, but this one is corrupted. Still, something familiar. Wait, I've sensed this before. I was out exploring. Dawnwood may be a blessing, but I'm curious as to its origin. And the devastated area troubles me. I ran into wood elves with a covered cart. There was a whiff of strange magic about it. It must have been one of these seeds. Here, I'll mark your map. I met the wood elves with a covered cart in the hills east of Leftwheel. If you find more of these corrupted seeds, burn them. And don't worry, I'll destroy the one you gave me after I finish examining it. nothing to do with the appearance of Dawnwood. King Nantharion tells us that it is a natural extension of Valenwood. That its sudden growth is proof that we are meant to reclaim our rightful heritage of this land. Dawnwood is what we call this new forest. Valenwood lies to the south, just across the Strid River. King Nantharion gathered Bosmer, who wanted a fresh start and took advantage of the new forest to build the Vashabar settlement. That makes no sense. No ritual I know of can make a forest grow so quickly. If the corrupted Greenspring seed, this Wildburn seed, is capable of that, I really must study it. I need to determine if the seed's taint has spread into the green.
Now that she mentioned it, I've heard of Greenspring seeds. If the recollection was able to corrupt the sacred seeds of the green with Daedric magic, that's unthinkable. Before we go look for that cart, we should talk to King Nantharion first. King Nantharion's an interesting person. Charismatic, a visionary. He saw an opportunity and rallied Wood Elves to follow him and start this settlement. As I understand it, he leans toward the Dawnway more than the Green. We need to warn him. That his followers are in danger. While drawing Wood Elves away from the Green is next to impossible, Green speaker Sorrelin notwithstanding, the followers of the Dawnway are right to be recruited by the recollection. The king needs to know.
Welcome, traveller. This is the Vashabar Garden of Ale. I'm the owner and host, Cyril. Did I hear raised voices just now? Was that Lainey and her father? Green preserve me. My brother Nidalee are an old mint for the problem here, sure enough. They've never seen eye to eye. But since Vashabar grew, their views have petrified like ancient bark. Neither will bend, but it's the lovelies who suffer. Easy enough. I'll do it. But look, Lainey and Clendigal deserve love and their village both. Can you go talk to those old goats? Tell them their children plan to leave. Maybe that will make them finally see reason. How can you... I have just the thing. Take these. I brewed up a few casks of Jaga earlier this week. Offer them a drink, and maybe they'll be more inclined to listen. I'll be over by the stables when you're done. Those old manners should be in pod houses around the village. And don't worry if they get cranky. They're more bark than branch, if you take my meaning. Was there something else you wanted to talk about? Of course. You're kind to involve yourself in affairs of the heart like this. Family, tradition, belief. But my brother, what a mess. Pig's milk, primarily. It's my own recipe, so there's a bit of this and a bit of that in there for flavour and body. If you like that, You should taste my rot meth. I've been brewing a batch for Lainey's wedding ceremony since she was a baby.
Halt! King Nantharian sees no one without good cause.
We have good cause. We've come to warn him of a danger to Vashabar.
Very well. But the Legionary must remain here.
Fine. I'll wait here.
Thank you, Tribune. Come, friend. One diplomatic incident averted. So far, so good. Go ahead and speak with the king, friend. Tell him about the threat the recollection poses to Vashabar, and about the corrupted seeds.
Greetings, stranger. All are welcome in Vashabar. But tell me, who enters my humble abode with Baragon, the hero of Ninglinir Pass? And what was that about a danger to our unassuming town? The recollection? Yes, we have heard of this new order, but it has nothing to do with Vashabar. Do you really expect to find such violent agitators in this peaceful hamlet? Greenspeaker Sorlin helped us settle Dawnwood and build our town, but I haven't seen her in weeks. I assumed she had done her part and returned to Valenwood. Not everyone is prepared to break away from the familiar and start anew. A wild burn seed? I've never heard of such a thing. But then again, I'm not a greenspeaker or a spinner. And what did Derelith make of this strange seed? I know she's been trying to determine how our Dawnwood came to be. Does she suspect a connection? That's not far from Hoperoot, our new settlement. Count Calantius has refused our offers of cooperation, so I cannot assist you directly. But if you learn anything more that you feel I should know, find me at Hoperoot. Hoperoot lies to the north of Vashabar, just before you enter the devastated region. I'll be there, supervising the establishment of our next settlement. Good luck to you, adventurer. All are welcome in Dawnwood, no matter their beliefs. Some follow the Green Pact, others seek a new path, the Dawn Way. You know, the roots of the Dawn Way are all around us, which is why I think the Green provided this new forest and led us here. Were you not aware that we stand upon the realms of the Saliarch? You may call them aliens. They are the ancestors of my people. The ruins all around are not their legacy. No, their legacy are the Bosmer. Ayleid blood runs through our veins. Like many Bosmer, I am acquainted with the heroic tales of Baragon Sharpdagger. I spotted him in our town recently and made sure to refresh myself on his exploits. He saved many Bosmer at Ninglanir, or so I hear. You should ask him about it.
We'll meet you near Leftwheel, friend. If there's another seed there, we need to find it.
You were in there for a while? What did Nantharian have to say? The Count doesn't know Nantharian. He and his wood elves showed up right after the new forest appeared without so much as a by your leave. Is it any wonder the Count doesn't trust him? Did Nantharian say anything about the recollection? Not involved. Of course he'd say that. As for reporting to Nantharian, that depends on what we find. I serve Count Calantius and the Legion, not some self-declared king. Let's meet at the spot the green speaker indicated, and go look for that seed.
Wood elves and Jaga go well from the start. The creamy sweet brew.
Pretend you never saw me, Traveler. I don't want to bother you. I'm looking to get away from the war in Cyrodiil, but don't know where to go. At Coral, it was horrible. Rifts and fissures opened up in the earth, the town in flames, my unit destroyed. I'm no coward. But you can only fail people so many times before you have to choose between fleeing and embracing the madness. I fled. No, I'm all right. I mean, I'm not, but it's better for both of us if you just moved on. I deserted my post in Cyrodiil. I'm on the run. You could get in trouble for speaking to me. That's why I'm out here. I've got nowhere to go. The Legion watches the city for deserters, and they consider anyone who fights on the side of one of the alliances to be a traitor and a criminal. I dare not even go back to my family. I'm not sure. I need to leave these lands. Maybe board a ship in Anvil and go somewhere where I won't be recognized. But we shouldn't discuss this. The less you know about my plans, the better off you'll be. I'm going to find a ship out of Anvil. Perhaps we'll meet again in the West, Traveler.
This is a great...
That's the last of them.
Tribune Alea, look out! Are you hurt?
I'll live. Thanks, Baragon. The recollection ambushed us, like they knew we were coming.
I spotted the seed just up the hill. Friend, destroy the seed. We'll hold off the recollection.
You can't stop us, and you can't stop the Wildbird!
You burnt seed? Good. One less threat to worry about.
They knew we were coming. Either the Green Speaker set us up, or there's a spy in Nantharian's court.
A spy? Then the king is in danger. Friend, let's talk. I assumed the recollection would be guarding the Wildburn seed, but the Tribune is right. They were expecting us. If the recollection does have a spy in Vashabar, then they're more dangerous than I thought. How else did they know to set this ambush? Greenspeaker Derelith wouldn't have betrayed us, so it must be someone close to King Nantharian. Which means Nantharian's got a knife to his throat and he doesn't know it. We've got to tell him. We'll need to be careful. If our suspicions are on the mark, someone won't want us to talk to the king. Hoperoot lies near the ruins of Nunangalo, across the Wildburn. Let's meet outside the new settlement and see how things stand. We'll see, Root friend. Over here! There's Hope Root. Something isn't right. The sentries wouldn't let us in. Something funny is going on. Nantharian told us to come find him in Hope Root if we learned anything about the Wildburn seed. But the sentries at the gate refused to let us in. Tribune Alea and I had to back off before it came to blows. That would be hard. This place is more of a fortress than a settlement. Fortunately, Tribune Alea came up with a plan. Not a particularly sophisticated plan, but I think it will work. Well, Tribune Alea crept back to the gate. She's waiting for you there. She lures away the sentries, then we run up and enter when they chase her. Which sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud. Someone doesn't want us to get to the king, so make your way to the throne room and find Nantharian. I imagine it's in the upper levels of the tree fort. I've got a grapple bow. I'll stay up in the branches and scout for you. Got it?
Things here are more dire than I suspected.
Over here. Be ready. I'm going in.
The gate.
Listen, you. I want answers from Nantharian, and I want them now.
She came back? Seize her!
And that's the plan. Get to the gate!
comrade. I lost the sentries, but there's a damn recollection army in here. Nantharian must be a prisoner in his own settlement. Keep your eyes open for any information about the recollection's plans. There's more going on here than an attack on the Dawnwood King. This place isn't a settlement, it's a damn fortress. And the Recollection have an army in here. There's more going on here than an attack. There's Baragon. I think he's found something.
Over here! This must be a Recollection command post. No sign of the king, but the map and notes might be important. Take them, friend. To decipher the map later. Keep going.
They've probably already got him. I doubt Nantharian sentries could fight off a Recollection army. big is this tree anyway?
It's not just about reclaiming what was lost. This is about our heritage.
Soon Dawnwood will spread and drive out those colonial bastards.
Them into the sky. That shawl. There's something strange about it.
Where am I? What force draws me to this place? Is that? Yes. I believe they call it a tavern. I see the many paths converging there.
That stone you carried triggered a vision. How did you do that? Who was the woman? Incredible. That was a Daedric prince? She didn't seem all that powerful or scary. In fact, she appeared to be disoriented. So why was that important? What exactly was that a memory of? The many paths. Sounds important, but I don't know anything about it. But there's a tavern not far from here, called the Outcast Inn. You should check it out when we're done here. Let's keep going. If the Ekaneer has more to show us, let me know.
To us to earn those promised rewards. We'll have to. Look around you. This forest is just the first of the chain.
Someone's coming. Get down.
Here. The seed for Skingrad is ready, my king.
Bring it to my throne room. Vargas and I will perform the final ritual and send the seed on its way.
The Shardborn are fickle allies.
We serve the same prince. As long as I lead the recollection, the Shardborn will aid us.
Yes, my king.
I knew it. Nantharian leads the recollection. And the prince they serve must be Athelia.
I heard everything. Get to the throne room. I'll circle around and hit them.
I leave the staff of many paths in your care, Nantharian. Use it well. Ah! Your tree has pests!
Greenspeaker Sorlin, deal with the intruders. They must not interfere with the ritual. Vargas,
Aragon's
help me
friend!
prepare the seed.
For his sake, I will dispatch you quickly.
By the green. The Wildburn seed destroyed Hoperoot.
Hoperoot? A pretty name for an ugly secret.
And a grim tomb for Greenspeaker Sorrelin. Friend, we should talk. That was close, but at least we destroyed the seed and this recollection fortress. But I hope things would turn out differently for Greenspeaker Sorrelin. I wish I knew what drove her into the arms of the recollection and their mad leaders. We'll find them again. We dealt them a serious defeat here at Hoperoot. They'll need to regroup with recollection forces elsewhere. That will cost them time. That staff, Vargas called it the Staff of Many Paths. She entrusted it to Nantharion. Right, well, back to my townhouse, friend. Give me the map we found. I want to examine it. And we should consult with Laramil, if she's back from her mysterious errand. It's clear Athelia's Daedra are helping the recollection. We need to know why.
You two go ahead. That report we found. I want to check on Feldegard Keep.
New forest worries me.
Who is trying to annex territory that is rightfully ours?
I can't make sense of it. What do Athelia and her Shardborn seek to gain here? Why assist the recollection and allow them to use Wildburn seeds to transform Westweald? What are we missing, friend? That might better be pondered by Laramil, but you're probably onto something. Both the recollection and the Shardborn serve the Prince of Paths. Their goals must complement each other somehow. Which brings up another question. Where's Athelia? The Outcast Inn? I know the place. Not only did we stop Nantharian from sending a Wildburn seed to Skingrad, we found recollection notes pointing to Feldergard Keep, as well as a memory of Athelia heading toward the Outcast Inn. And that's not all. We exposed Nantharian as leader of the Recollection. When Vashabar hears about this, they'll tear the crown from his head. He can lead the Recollection, but he can't hide anymore. And we saved Skingrad from a Wildburn. Here, friend, you earned this. The map we found at Hopewood contains a valuable clue. I just know it. Give me some time and I'll decipher the code and figure it out. One thing is already clear. King Nantharian and his allies aren't done with Westweald yet. I won't know for sure until I finish deciphering Nantharian's notes, but Athelia is still at large. The Daedric incursions haven't stopped, and Recollection forces are thick as Horvors on Carrion around Ayleid ruins. They're looking for something. The map when I think of Ayleids, I think of magic. Welkin stones, portals, ancient relics. Things that would be dangerous in the wrong hands. But how it fits into Nantharian's plans, I don't know. Think you could help me piece it together, friend? Tribune Alea and Laramil can use your help. The Tribune is worried about an attack at Feldergard Keep, and Laramil thinks it's important to investigate the Outcast Inn. See what you can do to help them. Then come back here.